What's up guys, this is Coach Donnie with ElevateYourself.org. In this video, we'll talk about two fundamental defensive formations that will help you defend against a free ball and a down ball. But before you continue watching this video, make sure that you watch my video about base defense because all defensive formations start with base defense. And you can watch that video by clicking on the link up here. The first defensive formation we'll talk about is down ball defense, also called lines defense. This defense defends against the down ball attack, which is a spiking attack without jumping. So you're actually performing a spiking motion while standing on the ground. This type of attack is more common for the high school level or lower. The reason why it's also called lines defense is because you will form two parallel lines to defend against this type of down ball attack. Now we'll talk about how to move into down ball or lines defense. The moment that you see the attacker raise their arm in a down ball attacking position, the front row and the back row players will shift their bodies so that they form two parallel lines. This covers the maximum amount of court to defend against a down ball. The three front row players will move back onto the 10-foot line in 3 movements. The left front player will first step with their outside foot, which is their left foot, then their inside foot, which is their right foot, and then hop back so that their left foot is in front and their right foot is behind, all in one movement while they are landing on the 10-foot line. The reason why you want your players to hop back in one movement instead of taking 2 individual steps is that it allows them to set up earlier, which means they will have more time to read where the attack is being hit. The right front player's footwork is very similar to the left front, except they're switched. The right front will step back with their outside foot, which is their right foot, then their inside foot, which is their left foot, and then hop back so that their right foot is in front and that their left foot is behind. The reason why you want your left foot behind and your right foot in front when you're playing right front defense is the same reason as the left front. You want to angle into the court so that when you're passing, it increases your chances of passing toward the setter, which will be closer to the center of the court. For the middle front, it doesn't really matter which foot you step back with because you're going to be facing toward the center of the net, which is generally where the setter will be standing. You can step back with left-right hop or right-left hop. The left back is exactly the same as left front, where you're going to step back with your outside foot, inside foot, and then hop back so that your right foot is behind and your left foot is in front. The right back position is exactly the same as the right front position. You step back with your outside foot, inside foot, and then hop back so that your right foot is forward and your left foot is back. The middle back is the only position that moves with only 2 movements. Because middle back is already close to lines defense, this position does not have to move very far to get into a flat line with the right back and left back. For the middle back, it doesn't matter which foot that you step forward with first, as long as when you hop, you are facing the net, which is very close to where the setter will be standing. Now we will talk about how to defend against a free ball. The free ball formation is very similar to down ball defense, except the setter releases to the net and there are only 2 back row players that will cover the back half of the court. Free ball defense is also called the W formation because 5 players will form the letter of a W while the setter is waiting on the net to receive the ball. A free ball attack is where the opponent bumps the ball over or sets the ball over on the 3rd contact. Usually this is because the other team cannot get a good pass or a good set, and therefore they must send the ball over just to keep it in play. The reason why it's called a free ball is because this is the easiest type of ball to pass because they're not down balling and they're not spiking the ball. This allows the setter to release early onto the net and not have to worry about the first pass. All they have to worry about is running the offense. Now we'll talk about how to move into free ball defense or the W formation. The 3 front row players are exactly the same as down ball defense, where they move back onto the 10-foot line in 3 movements. The only exception to this is if the setter is already front row in the right front, the right back will move forward onto the 10-foot line to form an equal line with the left front and the middle front. The left back and the middle back will shift to the right in a counterclockwise motion to split the back half of the court evenly. Their goal is to move into the spots in 3 movements or less, which usually means they have to take 2 steps first and then hop into place. When you are moving into these defensive formations, it's very important that you are reading and not reacting. So as soon as you see the opponent put their arms up into a down ball attack position, you need to move into your defense and be ready in your down ball defense before they contact the ball. What you don't want to do is wait for them to contact the ball and then move into defense. By that time, you will be too late and it will be more difficult to pass the ball. The same thing goes for a free ball. As soon as you see the opponent position their body to bump the ball over on the 3rd contact or set the ball over, you need to move into your W formation and be ready in free ball defense before they contact the 3rd ball. The second tip is make sure that you're moving in medium posture. Whenever you're moving into a defensive formation, it's important to stay low as you're moving back because you'll move a lot faster and be ready earlier. A common mistake that people make when they're moving into defense is that their body bobs up and down or they're standing up when they're moving, which will slow them down and it will add an extra movement. If you stay low in medium posture as you're moving back, you will get there faster and you will be ready earlier. The third important tip for running these type of defensive formations is to communicate. As soon as you read what the opponent is doing, you need to call out the attack so that your teammates know what formation to get into. When someone is about to send the 3rd ball over in a setting motion, that's a free ball attack. So you need to yell free ball so that everyone knows to get into their free ball defense. As soon as the opponent's arms are up like this, you need to call down ball so that everyone knows to get into lines defense. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to learn how to defend against an outside hitter or a right side attack, make sure that you watch those defensive instructional videos by clicking on the link up here. If you found this video helpful, make sure that you share it with all of your volleyball friends, teammates, and coaches who would like to learn how to defend against a free ball and a down ball attack.
Thanks for watching.